Alright, y'all, so you see we got a couple sweet Italian sausages. We're going to make patties out of them, and then we're going to do something, a little twist with them. So let's go ahead and open these up. You see I got them on sale. Nothing wrong with that. Set these back there. Now what I want to do is I want to take and slice it like this to pull it out of the casing. Pull it out of the casing, drop it on the paper. I want to do that to all of them. Set the casing up there. Drop this down, so I'll be right back. Okay, so that was quick and easy. Now I'm going to take a sausage, tear it in half, and another sausage, form those together to make a patty. Looks like it may be pretty big, but remember, this is going to cook out some. Okay, set it aside. Alright, so what we did was we took the half link and a regular link, smush them together. Smush, smush, smush. Kind of knead it a little bit. That's fine. And then patty it out. And so that's a pretty big patty, and it is, but it'll cook out some. So let's smush these in. Now, I'm doing this cook in this May 2nd, National Melanoma Cancer Awareness Month. And what's this got to do with barbecue and cooking? Well, you'll see here in a second, but you know, I am a melanoma cancer survivor. At this point in time, I am 4.5 months removed from treatment. The last set of scans I had was as, quote, unremarkable. So I've got the next set of scans coming up in the end of June. So this month is very important to me, and you know, I wanna share it. So melanoma is the #1 skin cancer and one of the top deadliest cancers to have. So, you know, it's not just about going out and getting sunburnt. You know, it's more than skin deep. With me, it was almost like an infection where the cancer cells congregated, as you will, in the lymph node under my arm, and then traveled to my brain. And it's not considered brain cancer. It was metastatic. The melanoma was metastatic because it traveled and formed, set up camp, basically, decided to have a party between my brain and my skull. So I had a ping pong ball sized tumor in my brain. And you know, I look healthy, and I sound healthy, but I have a lot of cognitive issues that I'm dealing with. So with the melanoma being in the brain, you know, I had to go through 3 bouts of radiation before they did the brain surgery and actually removed, basically scraping the what we would call the, if you think about, you know, as far as barbecue, right? You think about cleaning your cooker, and you hit it with a torch, like a weed burner torch, 3 different times to incinerate any mold or anything that would be, you know, inside your cooker that you don't want. And then the surgery was basically going in and scraping out that what was left, so that you have a let's try this. So with that, you have the trauma from the brain having the tumor. This dude needs to be a bit bigger. So you have the trauma from the tumor being in the brain, then you have the trauma from the radiation, and then the trauma from the actual surgery itself. So, you know, cognitively, you know, things are a little wonky, but we are surviving. So what you see here is a foil tater pan that I cut out the ribbon shape. Now, I know in previous experiments this worked, but once it worked better as I flipped it. This is my own homemade concoction of a black seasoning, activated charcoal, and my own seasoning. So let's go ahead and put that on. Take this off. And then there is that little piece there. Let me grab a little fork here. Okay. Okay, so I think we're about ready to flip, because this one went on second and it's getting close. So let's go ahead and see what we can do here. It's a little warm. Did it release? Yes. Nice. Let's see if I can get this out of here. Anyway, there it is. There's that one. So now I'm going to take a little bit of this rub. This is my own black rub.
And try to sprinkle in just a ribbon. Try to put some in my hand here, and just to make that a little more pronounced. There. Oh well, it's worth a try. I mean, we'll play with it.
So that, my friends, worked. Let's try another one like that. And let's check the temp of this one. It's got a good crust right there. And I say we're done. So that's awesome. That, my friends, is the first ribbon. Squish that down. Let's move this one over, so I can get another one right there. Let's see what it looks like. See, that's the problem I had before, was with this, once the juices got out, it messed up the seasoning ribbon that I had. So what I have to do is come across here. That's where I lay this pan in. I want to do it so y'all can see that. So I want to lay this pan in. My centerpiece, because I cut it messed up. And then I want to come in, basically, I have a seasoning stencil. So then when I pull that off, boom. Boom. Now this one is ready to come on and go straight to the plate. This one, it released, which is a good thing. There we go. That one looks so. I grew up in a cornfield in Ohio, and I currently reside in South Carolina. And one of the stats for skin cancer is that majority of the cases are men. And if you think about it, as a guy, you know, you go out and you're working outside in the yard or in the fields or whatever, you don't put on sunscreen. You just go out and you do your job. You're outside doing your chores, you're working, you're not thinking about your skin. And then you go golfing. Do you think about sunscreen when you go golfing? No, you don't. You just get out there, you get your beer, you get your clubs, your balls, your tees, and shoes if you got shoes, and then that's it. And you don't think about that, so then you end up sunburnt. Well, each time you get sunburnt, increases your chances for, you know, just a regular skin cancer. So when we were talking about it last night, we were like, wow, you know, never once, you know, and you know, you go to the beach, you might think about it at the beach, but if you're just going out for a walk, a quick hour walk, do you think about it? No. So, you know, part of this Melanoma Month awareness is to get people to think about that, because this affects not only you, but your wife, your kids, your family, like extended family. Melanoma does not go away like other types of cancers. You know, it's not like you do your treatment and then you're not detected and you're considered in remission and you're gone. Melanoma doesn't do that. It just, the party breaks up and it's looking for another place for all the cancer cells to come back to basically have another party. So we need to get out there and think about that. For those who have followed me for a long time, know that this is a real journey and struggle for me. With having it in my brain, I am not able to do a lot of the things that I used to do. Cognitively, I just don't have it. You know, mentally, I just don't have the multitasking abilities that I used to have. Is that bad? No. So as a YouTuber, a YouTube cook, if I can bring awareness through cooking and showing the ribbons in a different way, that's what I want to do, and that's what I'm doing. That one turned out pretty good. I like that. So I have this Arnold keto buns. So with this cancer, one thing that we have to remember is, so I have these 10. I cut these ribbons out of 10. So I'm going to try to see if that'll work. Maybe not. to lightly toast it. So there's another one. Let's see if we can't toast the ribbons. So with this cancer diagnosis and treatments and whatever, one thing that we have to remember is cancer loves sugar. So we have to monitor our sugar intakes, because if the cancers are wanting sugar and we're eating a high sugar diet, then essentially what we're doing is we're inviting it back. So I started going keto-ish to limit the amount of sugars that I'm intaking. So with that, you know, we're kind of doing keto, whatever. But is that bad? No, it just means we're not using sugar. I'm worried about low carb eating, trying to keep a lot of the sugars away from what it is I'm doing on a daily basis, because I don't want to invite this stuff back, which is my whole goal, is not to invite this stuff back. So with that being said, let's check this one. Nope, not ready yet. Not ready yet. Oops. This one was a little thinner, so, but it worked. Okay, so let's see what this has done. No, not so much, but it toasted it up, and I don't want to go too dark yet. Yeah, not really. Okay. Okay, so we're going to build this sandwich. I mean, you can kind of see real lightly, I mean, the toasting. So maybe I'm onto something. Maybe I just got to get those heated up a lot hotter and try that out. But, so this is for Mama's lunch. And I know she wants a couple slices of cheese. She likes the Kojak, so let's put one on there. Twist that one. Now, which one do we think we like the best? Oh, that's a tough one. And some Duke's mayo. I know, she's not going to be able to see the ribbon. I know. Which patty? Which patty should we go with? We like that one. That had a good crust. That had a good seasoning. So did that one. Let's go with this one. All right, y'all. So that was our cook. The ribbons that use the skewer. This is what the skewer started out with. Put down here so y'all can see. This is what it started out like, and then this is what I bent it to. So this one I found did better. You know, pressing it down, putting the imprint ribbon in there. So that was awesome. So I'll be doing some more cooks with that. But anyway, it is Black Ribbon Awareness Month. Melanoma month, so you know I dyed my beard black, in honor of that. So just be kind to everybody, and to all my warriors out there that cancer has touched in some form or another. I feel you. My prayers go out to every one of you, and we can get through this. You're not alone. And that is one of the biggest things that I have been privileged to understand. Cancer touches a lot of people in a lot of different ways. And I feel it's up, you know, as a survivor, as a warrior, You know, I need to bring awareness and be able to tell my story and let everybody know that it's not all doom and gloom, and we are people too. And anyway, before I get too emotional, so Mama had the sandwich. She's not a huge fan of the meat choice, but as far as a patty, if I had it in like brats with peppers and onions, she'd have been okay. But as a patty form, she's not a big fan of it. It's fine. Mental note, won't do it again. So anyway, I thought they were good. You know, I didn't get a taste test, but it's all right. Just know they went to a good cause. All right. So anyway, we'll get out of here. That's all I got this week. So we'll see y'all next week, and you know, everybody stay safe. Be kind to everybody, and remember, there's 2 rules in cooking. Did you have fun? Did it taste good? Rock on. Y'all are awesome. Have a great week, everybody. Prayers to all my warriors. You guys are awesome, and you rock.